Good day, my name is Alejandro Mendes. I'm a football video analyst, and today we're breaking down Haiti versus Scotland. Same group, same day, completely different story. While Brazil and Morocco were sharing the points at MetLife, just up the road in Foxborough, Massachusetts, Scotland were writing their own piece of World Cup history. 1-0, John McGinn, minute 28, and for Haiti, a nation making only their second ever World Cup appearance, another cruel reminder of just how fine margins are at this level are a huge gap at the end of the day. Let's break down every moment of this game and explain exactly how Scotland won it. First of all, Scotland is back to the World Cup for the first time since France 98. I wasn't even born. A 28-year wait that has felt like an eternity for the Tartan army. They came to this tournament with one clear objective: prove they belong here. And today, against Haiti, they got exactly the kind of result that they needed. Haiti, on the other hand, are only the second time in their history at the World Cup. The first appearance was in 1974 in West Germany. This is a nation of extraordinary footballing passion, with players scattered across League One, the Belgian Pro League, and MLS. They're not just here to make up for the numbers, but today the result went against them. The Group C standings now read: Scotland 1 point ahead of Brazil and Morocco, 2 points ahead of Brazil and Morocco, who drew today, and Haiti bottom with zero. Already, this group is perfectly set up for a fascinating second round of fixtures. Now, the formations. Both managers went with a 4-4-2, a traditional direct, no nonsense setup that promised a physical battle, and that's exactly what we got. Scotland shaped with Angus Gunn in goal, back four with Hickey, Henley, Hendry, and Andrew Robertson in the left back. Then we have McTominay, Ferguson. Wide we have Gannon-Doak, one of a really good player as well. John McGinn on the left, and on the front, Che Adams alongside Shanklin. I need to give kudos to Gannon-Doak. Was a really good player. I haven't seen him at the Hearts in Scotland, but really great player. And then with Haiti, we have Johnny Placid, back four with Arcus, Ade, Delcroix, and Experience. Central midfield with Providence and Jen Jacks. Wide, we have Bellegarde on the right and Detson on the left. And the front is Isidore and Perrot. The key strategic question coming it was: could Scotland physical midfield dominate Haiti's press? And could Haiti's pace on the counter hurt Scotland's high defensive lines? The answer to both was yes, but only Scotland fully capitalized on their moments. At the minute 28, Ben Gannon-Doak, one of Scotland's brightest young talents, drives down to the right flank with purpose. Haiti's left side, with experience at the left back, has been one of Scotland's primary targets all first half. Gannon-Doak cuts inside, skips past the challenge, and delivers a whip cross into Haiti's box. Chatham's smart, clever movement pulling the center back away, get a touch that deflects the ball towards the goal, and Placid can only parry it. And there is when John McGinn arrives late, reading the rebound with the instinct of a seasoned big game player. He tucks it home and 1-0 for Scotland. This game was a really good example of coordinated movement. Gannon-Doak's run created the width, Adams' decoy, and McGinn late run was the whole shape of this play. Now, the whole left side from this game, it was a killer situation and the Achilles for Haiti. Okay, so it was pretty much obvious that during this game the goal will come towards that side. Now, uh, if we rewind a couple seconds, because before the goal, Scotland had already nearly broken through. In the minute 17, Scott McTominay drives forward from deep, as he does for club and country with Napoli and Scotland, receives a layup on the edge, and he rifles a strike that crashes off the post. The stadium held its breath, and the post denied him. So after the goal, Scotland were pretty confident that they were able to go 2-0 or 3-0 in the goal score. Now, instead, they drop into a compact mid block and they stay organized. And they actually invited Haiti to come at them. They didn't even try to capitalize as they were supposed to. That is a deliberate decision from Steve Clark. He get the goal and he wants to protect the lead. Don't overcommit. It's pragmatic, it's effective, and tonight it worked. Now, if we're talking about the tactical takeaways from this match, We need to understand that Scotland's low block was the entire game plan and it was executed perfectly. Steve Clark came to this game with a specific blueprint, and it's worth being explicit about what it was. Scotland conceded possession intentionally when you have a 4-4-2 with two solid banks of four, and your white players McGinn and Gannon-Doak are disciplined enough to track back. You can comfortably sit at 46% possession and still control a football match. The key was her defensive shape in transition. Every time Haiti won the ball in midfield, Scotland's two banks of four immediately contracted into 4-4-2 block, sometimes even a 7-3 when the two wingers drop into the sides, maintaining a gap of no more than 35 meters between their defensive and offensive lines. This meant that Haiti had space on the ball, but no space in behind, the most dangerous space in football. Bellegarde, Haiti's best creative player, consistently received the ball in open central areas but found no runners to play through. Every time he turned forward, there was a Scotland midfielder directly in his passing lane. That is not accidental. McTominay and Ferguson were given specific man-oriented defense duties against Haiti, two central midfielders. They never gave Bellegarde a clean forward pass all match. Now, Ben Gannon-Doak is Scotland's most dangerous weapon, and I'm completely in love in the way that he plays. I'm a really big fan of players that are really good with the ball, but they can also track back. And this player has both of these situations. Multiple times he was forced to track his winger multiple meters back, almost playing as a right back, recover the ball, and then drive forward, dribble past two players, and win the foul. At just 22 years old, he plays for he plays in the Scottish Premier League for Celtic, and he has developed into one of the most exciting white players in British football. Tonight, on the biggest stage of his career, he was exceptional. He ended the game with one assist, three key passes, four dribbles completed, and four crosses. But those numbers don't tell the full story. Tactically, Hayes set up with experience at the left back, their most defensive-minded fullback, but not their fastest. Clark identified this matchup before the match and built Scotland's entire right side attack around Gannon-Doak, exploiting it. Every time Scotland had the ball in the right third, the instruction was clear: get into Gannon-Doak, he will just run experience down. The assist for the goal was the perfect execution of this plan, but it nearly happened four more times. His crosses in the 34th, 52nd, and 71st minute all missed a decisive touch by centimeters, millimeters. On another day, with another striker arriving, those becomes goals, actually. Also, we need to talk about Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, and I'll say this clearly, is one of the best two-way center midfielders in this entire World Cup, and I will say in the entire world. Not in this group, in this entire tournament. Tonight he hit the post in the 17th minute. He picked up a yellow card in the 39th. He made 9 ball recoveries, the most of any player on the pitch. He won 5 tackles, completed 52 passes, and in the second half, every time Haiti tried to build through the middle, McTominay was the first line of pressure, pressing the Haiti pivot relentlessly. The tactical role he plays for Scotland requires extraordinary physical and mental capacity. In the first phase, his progressive carrier and key receives from the center backs, turns and drives forward, sometimes all the way into the second third. And I also want to talk about Haiti's possession. Uh, this is the most important tactical lesson for Haiti going forward in this tournament. 53% of the possession, 15 shots, and 0 goals. That is an enormous, frustrating return for the amount of territory they control. The problem was not a lack of creativity. Bellegarde, Dixon, and Providence all showed quality in the central areas. The problem was the final third decision making. Haiti averaged 3.2 passes in the final third before shooting or turning the ball over. Scotland's well-organized low block forced them into rush decisions, either shooting from distance or playing the ball back and resetting. In the 62nd minute, Haiti had their best chance of the game. Providence drove through the midfield, beat two players, and forced Angus Gunn into a real save. That was the closest Haiti came and come to breaking through, but that move took 14 seconds and 8 passes to construct. Haiti's other shots came from distance under pressure and with poor technique. I also want to talk about Scotland's mentality. The final takeaway from this game, and it's one of the matters for Scotland's tournament prospects, is their collective mental resilience, and I mean this in a very specific tactical context, not just a general observation. After McTominay hit the post in the 17th minute, after the goal in 28th, After three yellow cards across the match, after Haiti pressed relentlessly for an equalizer in the final 25 minutes, Scotland never cracked, not once. In the 74th minute, with Robertson already booked and Haiti pushing high with everything they had, Henley and Hendry defended a series of Haiti set pieces with absolutely authority. They won every aerial duel, they cleared every cross, they communicated, they organized, and when Haiti Pierrot looked dangerous from a header in the 81st minute, Gunn came and claimed it cleanly. Scotland 3 points against Haiti, it's a heartbreak for them. But don't write Haiti off. They had more possession, more shots, and played some genuinely impressive football in spells. It surprised me personally. The margins of the World Cup are razor thin. Scotland now sits top of a Group C after match day one. Next day, next day they will face Brazil and Morocco, the two sides that drew tonight. In matches that will define the entire World Cup, can the Tartan Army hold their nerve against world's elite? And for Haiti, the most important football nation you have probably never thought about, the story isn't over. They have the quality, they have the heart, they just need the clinical edge to turn those 15 shots into goals. I'm Alejandro Mendez. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please subscribe, drop a comment below, and share. I'll see you for the next game for this Group C, and it will be Turkey versus Australia. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.